Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be discussing about a topic in which on YouTube it hasn't really been discussed at all, really. I mean, when it came up first on Instagram and even Reddit as well, maybe even Twitter, but I don't know because I haven't been in there for a while. It caused quite an uproar and a lot of attention, and this story is basically about the fact that the Mazepin family is interested in buying out Haas Formula 1 team because they want to, of course, give their son, Nikita, a Formula 1 seat in which he looks like he can eligibly get it, because all he needs to do is to finish 7th in the Formula 2 standings as of right now, and he's right now in 6th in the standings on countback. So it's very likely that he's eligible to go to Formula 1. So yeah, so this essentially means this is like literally Stroll 2.0, and that can actually get that Haas seat over someone like Callum Ilott, who's been a fan favorite in Formula 2 and to many people has been the best driver in that for this season in Formula 2, which is it's going to be very unfortunate. But look, before you Callum fans freaked out, this is all just rumor. This doesn't mean it will come true. Well, it can, but as of right now, it's not true yet. It's not true yet, obviously. So once again, this is all just rumors, and I just want to talk about how all this basically came up. So so please don't get mad at me for thinking that Mazepin's gonna get that seat over Ilott. But just at the moment, this is just rumors. So everything cool? So yeah, everything is clear? Good. Let's get started on how all this came up. So the rumors first started when the Italian version of motorsport.com has said that in their article, the Nikita Mazepin has entered the Formula 1 market and negotiations with Haas Formula 1 team because his father Dimitri put an offer on the table to Haas Formula 1 team Günther Steiner that very few teams could refuse. Only a few teams could refuse. Now the thing is, some rumors also reported that Perez said that Perez is actually the favorite to get that Haas Formula 1 seat for 2021. The same motorsport.com Italian version as well. But because Dimitri now has entered the negotiations, Perez and Haas negotiations sort of halted. And so because of this, because of the fact that, of course, Dimitri said he's interested in buying the Haas Formula 1 team, which of course he has intention of buying this, so his son Nikita can of course get into one of the Formula 1 seats in Haas, which once again, it looks like he's going to be eligible for it, to get it. Now, of course, people now want Callum Ilott to get that one. So as you can tell, this didn't go down well, because this is literally Stroll 2.0. This is Stroll 2.0. So yeah, everything seems to be going to get true. And when this, of course, is happening, every big news article, reporting all of this, from Planet F1 to Netherlands website gpblog.com, and of course Formula1news.co.uk as well. So this rumor has come up really fast, and oh my god, it is, once again, I already told you many times, it didn't go down well with fans. Now this all sounded bad for literally most Formula 1 fans, and also maybe even Callum Ilott, the one everyone wants to get that seat because of his brilliant Formula 2 season in 2020. But have no fear, Callum Ilott fans. It says, of course, in that same Formula1news.co.uk, Haas straight up told them, well, that's the insiders anyway, that the team is not for sale. So yes, there is a little bit of hope that this is probably just a rumor and speculation, and that Haas is actually not Gene Haas is not interested in in selling his team to basically one of the richest men in the world. Like seriously, Dimitri literally is worth over 7 billion, which is literally triple of what Lawrence Stroll has. So yeah, this is a bit of a big deal. But because Haas straight away says it's not for sale, so it's most likely not for sale. Though, once again, this is if Haas is true to their words, because, well, Haas have a history of not really telling the truth and not, and not keeping their word for what the fans wanted. But however, because of how the fact Calamaro is getting that, of course, FP1 test drive, it does look like they are true to their words for this one. If they're true to their words that they're going to give rookies chances, then how is them not selling the team, not true, or them lying? But anyway, we'll have to see about that, because this is going to be still a very, very long speculation. Though it might die down for a few days, because other news will probably come up as well. But this one's probably the most hot topic at the moment. Now, what do I think about this news? And do I think Nikita Mazepin deserves that Formula 1 seat that his father is trying to buy a team, basically, so his son can get the drive? Look, for me, from someone who watches Formula 2 very closely this season, and yes, that is true, I have watched literally every Formula 2 race this season, so yes, I have been paying attention very close to the series. For me, at least, Nikita Mazepin is Formula 1 worthy. He's shown that this season, and also in 2 years ago in 2018 when he drove for ART in GP3, where he had the most wins out of everyone in the series that year. And of course this year he has proven that he's a proven race winner, and also that with how good High Tech is this season, he can fight with basically the the favorites of the of that championship basically. So yeah, for me he is Formula 1 worthy. But I do have a few problems about him coming into Formula 1. Well, if he does come into Formula 1 anyway. And for me, is that someone deserves that seat more than him. Well, the Haas one at least, someone deserves it more over him. Of course, best example of this is Calamaro, in which, of course, everyone, which include Formula 1 fans, and of course his own fans as well, want him to get that seat, because they feel, of course, he deserved it for how good he is. And I cannot lie. I agree with them. I think BUYOUT does deserve it over Mazepin, even if Mazepin is actually one of the drivers of the season and is actually Formula 1 worthy. But once again, I think there's just others who performed better than him this season, for me. And another problem that he has, which probably has been a bit of a problem for him throughout his junior career, essentially, Formula junior career, is that he's very, very erratic and also can be petulant as well. Okay, not Dan Ticktum level petulant, obviously, but quite petulant, especially if things didn't go his way, essentially. So maybe if he try, just iron that petulance and the erraticness out, then maybe, yeah, he can be a good Formula 1 driver. Well, that is if he, of course, come in, obviously. But for me, I think so for me, I think he should go to Formula 1, but just not with Haas, in my opinion. So with all this, if I think BUYOUT deserves that Haas seat over Mazepin, where do you think he should go? For me, if he's gonna go to Formula 1, it is Dimitri to try cooperate a deal with the Panthera team, in which they are, of course, planning to enter Formula 1 when the new regs came out. But the problem is now, because of FIA's basically absurd 200 million, where you have to pay 200 million if you want to go to the enter the sport. This caused Panthera a little bit of a problem, because that means they have to probably save a lot more money, and not to mention the fact that they have to try get employees and then pay them as well. Then of course build the factory teams as well, build the whole factory as well. Well, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult for them to enter Formula One because of that new rule the FI set for new teams if they want to enter Formula One, the price basically. Now, for me, if they do want to enter Formula One in the most easiest possible way, just go cooperate with Dimitri Mazepin, because he is someone who actually wants to basically own a Formula One team. And for me, if he wants to own a Formula One team, why not just bought Panthera? Especially with the man is literally worth 7 billion, which once again is literally worth the triple of Lawrence Stroll. So for me, why not just approach Panthera, made a deal with them, and basically spent your $7 billion $7 billion you have in your pocket, and use that, I guess, to make them enter into Formula One. So basically, when they finally enter into Formula One, or eligible to enter into Formula One, they can they can use their own money to build the factory and the infrastructure basically of the factory, and also get the teams as well, and also buy some wind tunnel as well. So yeah, that's how I think Mazepin's best way of getting into Formula One is if his dad is willing to cooperate with the new team who's trying to get on the grid in Panthera. So yeah, so for me, that's how they're going to get to the grid, in my opinion, and I hope they do, because we really need another team in Formula One, because I think having just 20 seats is just not enough for me. I think we want more teams, but once again, if we want more teams than just 10, we need to avoid a situation like 2010, like what happened in 2010, essentially. So yeah, I hope Dimitri does actually cooperate with Panthera. So basically, Mazepin can actually get into Formula One on merit, instead of basically having to make his father forced to buy a team that is already inside the sport, so he can get that seat. So yeah, that's how I hope Mazepin will get into Formula One. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is my thoughts, and of course the news as well, about this whole rumor about the Mazepin family is interested in buying out the Haas Formula One team. So I hope you guys enjoy this sort of video that I did, because I really want to make this sort of video and so you guys can enjoy some quality content, even though I don't really think it's quality, but this is the best thing I can do at the moment. And yeah, so please, if you do enjoy it, please smash that like button and subscribe to ring your and basically put your notification bells on so you won't miss any videos, and yeah, before I go, of course, I want to credit a Milk Grease F1, because he is the one that is editing all this. And please go subscribe to his YouTube channel, Twitter and Instagram, all of them link in the description. So yeah, please, basically, he's a very good mutual of mine, so please give him some love, because for me, he deserves it. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.